King's own men are attacking! Run for your lives!
Certainly. Of course.
There are so many amazing RTS, and it would be impossible to put them all into one short video. So here is part 2 of the amazing real-time strategy games. Before we get started, we wanted to thank you all for your amazing suggestions and kind comments. If you want to support us, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments how awesome you are. 10. Warcraft 3. Starting the list with one of the all-time greats, Warcraft 3. A game so remarkable that two of the biggest games right now, World of Warcraft and League of Legends, are both based on this game. Campaign mode allows you to witness some of the most iconic moments in the franchise's history, like the fall of Prince Arthas, the defence of the Tree of Life, and the rise of Orgrimmar. But it's not only the campaign that stands out. The game also includes a custom map editor that allows players to create maps that could completely change the game, from tower defence to even racing mode. One of the most popular maps, Dota, which means Defence of the Ancient, is a predecessor to the two most popular MOBAs of all time, League of Legends and Dota. Many people are also playing online, hosting lobbies with custom maps and having fun. We highly recommend playing with original graphics. They give the game a completely different vibe. 9. Stronghold HD. If you're more of a medieval lord, Stronghold HD is a game for you. The game allows you to build your castle, manage its people, and conquer the neighbouring lord's land. But be wary. Spending too much time on castle construction will leave you vulnerable to enemy attacks. Apart from interesting game mechanics, the game offers 2 campaigns with a total of 21 missions. Your goal is to unite England through reaching multiple goals, like castle sieges, collecting gold, defending against enemies, and so on. Additionally, players can select an economic campaign, in which they'll need to collect resources and assemble a weapon. The campaign is only single player, but you can play online with up to 8 players. This classic is almost a quarter of a century old, but still gets new players to try it, and they love it. 8. Manor Lords. Another amazing RTS is a medieval setup. It's not just an RTS though. It combines elements of city building classics like City Skylines and thrilling battles from the Total War series. The game strongly focuses on realism, not only in graphics, but also in mechanics, physics and settlers' behaviour. There's no real grid. How you position your buildings and roads depends on you and the terrain. You can divide your town into sectors, like trade or communal, to have an even more realistic look and feel of your surroundings. Each of your settlers also have their own responsibilities, like harvesting crops, breeding animals and paying taxes. Another notable feature is the world itself. If you cut too much wood, you'll cause deforestation. If you expand and build too many towns, all the wildlife will move further away and not return. And as a cherry on the top, we have the battles. Position your troops, give them orders, change formations, flank your enemies. This is a classic Total War, but not really. 7. Call to Arms, Gates of Hell Ostfront. Let's dive into the battlefield called Call to Arms, Gates of Hell Ostfront, a game that redefines realism in the RTS genre. Set during World War II, this game combines heart-pounding action with deep tactical strategy. It presents the Eastern Front and the Great Patriotic War fought between the USSR and the Third Reich, starting from June 1941 until the end of the war in May 1945. The attention to detail is astounding, from historically accurate units to destructible environments. Every moment feels immersive. What sets this game apart is its innovative direct control system, which lets you take control of individual units for an up-close and personal view of the action. Like the possibility of a first-person view for gunner positions in tanks, or a classic bird's-eye view for all types of units. If you're a fan of realistic war games, or crave a more hands-on RTS experience, this is one you can't afford to miss. 6. Cossacks 3. Cossacks 3, a game that delivers a jaw-dropping mix of historical accuracy and epic battles. Imagine commanding armies of thousands, carefully planning formations, and conquering vast landscapes set in the 17th and 18th centuries. Take care of your city's prosperity and your army's success, just like a true hetman. Send peasants to work in the mines, cut down forests, and cultivate the land. Travel back in time to the golden age of strategy games and explore the endless tactical options available, including constructing buildings, producing resources, a wide selection of military units, and the influence of terrain on the course of battle. This game is a modern homage to classic RTS titles, blending nostalgic mechanics with stunning visuals. If you've ever dreamed of rewriting history or outsmarting your foes with cunning strategies, Cossacks 3 is a no-brainer. It's a game that feels like both a history lesson and a thrill ride. 5. Creeper World 4. Next on our list is Creeper World 4, a game that redefines what an RTS can be. Instead of battling traditional armies, you'll face a relentless, ever-spreading enemy, the Creeper, a mysterious liquid force that is the main antagonist in the game. The goal is to prevent the Creeper from overtaking your base by strategically deploying units to fight back against its spread. You must manage energy, which powers structures, and antimatter, which can be used to build powerful weapons and defensive structures. It's an exhilarating mix of strategy, puzzle solving, and adrenaline-pumping tower defense. Every decision counts, and every victory feels hard-earned and satisfying. Unlike traditional RTS games where you control units, Creeper World 4 focuses on moving and managing energy and terrain. The Creeper spreads and can overwhelm sections of the map if not countered in time. If you love innovation in your games and want an RTS experience unlike any other, Creeper World 4 is calling your name. 4. Wandering Village. Then there's the Wandering Village, a game that combines city building, survival and strategy into one breathtaking package. Picture this: the world has fallen, and most of the population is gone because of toxic plants that sprouted through the earth. Your village is built on the backs of a giant creature called Ombu, wandering across a gorgeous, ever-changing and dangerous world. Your job? Keep your villagers happy, balance their needs with Ombu's well-being, and adapt to unexpected challenges. During your journey, you will visit many different biomes with their dangers and challenges, research technologies, and bring back some of the forgotten knowledge. It's not just a game, it's an artistic and emotional journey. With its unique premise and addictive gameplay, The Wandering Village isn't just worth buying, it's a game you want to tell all your friends about. 3. Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War. Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War is a classic RTS that remains a gold standard for the genre. Set in the grim and dark fantasy world, where there's only war, this game plunges players into epic battles, filled with iconic factions like the Space Marines, Orcs and Eldar. The gameplay centres around creating and commanding armies, capturing critical strategic points on the map, and engaging in battles. Units can be upgraded, and terrain can affect tactics, such as using cover or positioning higher damage units to gain an advantage. This game has a strong moulding community that has produced a variety of mods to expand the game, add new factions and create custom maps. The squad-based mechanics, immersive storylines and visceral combat make it a standout title. If you love fast-paced action and strategic depth, Dawn of War is a game that's aged like fine wine. 2. Supreme Commander. We're almost at the end. This game will give you a true feel of a good old Commander and Conqueror, while not being one. Supreme Commander is a classic RTS that stood the test of time. The world has been at war for 1,000 years, but now with you as a Supreme Commander, you can turn the tides of battle. Play as one of the 3 available factions and conquer your enemies in the campaign or skirmish mode. For each game, you start with an ACU, which serves the same purpose as a mothership or town hall. Use it to build some structures and units, start taking over the territory, upgrade units, and do all the things that we love RTSs for. We highly recommend grabbing Forged Alliance DLC with a lot of new content. 1. Aliens Dark Descent. Last but not least, Aliens Dark Descent. Set in the aftermath of the deadly xenomorph outbreak, take on the role of a group of elite colonial marines sent to investigate a mysterious distress signal. But things quickly take a terrifying turn as the squad faces off against the relentless alien menace. This game blends tactical squad-based combat with survival horror, where every decision matters. You'll need to manage your team's resources, abilities and morale, all while dealing with the terrifying unpredictability of xenomorphs lurking around every corner. Get ready for an intense, atmospheric experience as you fight to survive in the dark, alien-infested corridors of a space station, where death is always just a step behind. The tension is unreal, and the thrill of surviving feels rewarding. let's break down what makes Aliens Dark Descent one of the most anticipated games for Alien fans and strategy lovers alike.